Hello there. Got a question for you. Where do you keep your credits that you receive at, say, your birthday or at a special holiday, such as Life Day? Do you have a coin bank that you keep your credits in? Maybe in the shape of a favorite villain that we all love? Hello, I'm Collector Steve, and I'm going to let you know that I never had a Star Wars coin bank when I was a Padawan. You see, if you look back, I was 17 when Star Wars originally hit the theaters, back in 1977. I was 18 before I actually saw the movie. But, of course, that doesn't mean that I did not collect the banks once I became an adult collector. I have been able to find 4 different coin banks made by the company known as Zak. They are pretty cool looking. In fact, I bet you Wim from the Skeleton Crew would say these are wizard. Now, as I remove these from the box, I would just like to remind you to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I do appreciate the help you give this channel by doing so. Now, let me get this out of the box, the other ones here, and we'll take a look at them. Now, one thing that is really cool about these banks is they're made of ceramic. They're not plastic. You drop these, you're going to get your coins out faster than you planned on. But they do have a little spot on the bottom here that you can remove so that you can get your coins out of the bottom. Now, this Darth Vader bank has its coin slot right here in the helmet going up and down. Not sideways like you usually see them, but going up and down, which kind of fits in the design of the helmet much better. Now, I picked this up at, I believe it was Dollar General. They were on sale. They were closing these out. So I think I picked this up for like $5. In fact, I didn't just pick up one. I picked up 2 of them. At that price, I wasn't going to let that get away from me. So I have 2 Darth Vader banks. And to tell the truth, for a while, my mom used one to keep her coins in. She probably had it about halfway filled before I got the coin bank back. Now I've noticed they're a little bit dirty on top. I'm going to have to clean these a little bit, I guess. But there's the first one. Like I said, I have 4 different ones. So Darth Vader is number 1. Now, if we have Darth Vader, well, we should have probably one of the people that follows Darth Vader, and that would be a stormtrooper, of course. This stormtrooper is from the original trilogy, as you can see by the design of it. The slot is in the back of his helmet, and there again, we're going sideways now instead of up and down. So, kind of the conventional way of a coin bank. And at the bottom again, we do have the little vinyl pull that you can pull out to get your coins out. And I noticed this one, the tag is kind of ripped off and somebody tried to stick it back on. So the tag is damaged, but the bank is fine. So there we go. Darth Vader, Stormtrooper. And next, we have our favorite droid, R2-D2. R2-D2 may be a little taller than the rest of them. So I have a feeling the number of coins you could put in him is probably going to be about the same as what you'd find in the helmeted coins banks. Now with R2-D2, you can see it is a fairly decent likeness of R2-D2. We do have a little bump here, I think, where there's supposed to be kind of a bump in his helmet that we'd actually see in the toy. Where's the coin bank? Well, it's not on top like you might have expected. Nope. It's on the back here, once again, going sideways. And the same little type of plug on the bottom to get the coins out. Once again, made of ceramic. The 4th one I have is another droid, but this time we're going to the sequel trilogy, and that is a BB-8. And it's a pretty good likeness of BB-8, not too bad. Once again, made of ceramic. The coin slot is in his back, going sideways once again. So Vader is the only one I have where it goes up and down instead of sideways. and pretty much the same type of bottom on them. Now, I took a look on eBay before I made the video here, and I did discover there are also helmet banks of Kylo Ren and Captain Phasma. I may have to pick those up sometime just to kind of flush out this collection a little bit more. And I know Zak has also made other type of coin banks. I think there is maybe a couple more various droid type banks, but the helmets are kind of the ones that I kind of liked looking at. They were kind of remind me a little bit of the Lego helmets, only much smaller. Now I do have one other ceramic thing that is not made by Zak, and I'm not sure exactly what it is because it's kind of too small to be a cookie jar and a fair amount bigger than a coin bank, but I got a feeling it's for coins or whatever. And this one is more of a rectangular bank in the design of R2-D2 again. On the sides, we kind of have his legs, and on the back is the back of R2-D2. And as we can see here, the top opens up, so you can see you've got just an opening in there that you can put all kinds of stuff. Now, if you had a collection of jewelry, you could just throw it in there if you wanted to, although I have a feeling most women wouldn't want to do that. But it'd be a good place to put your coins, or maybe your bills. If you got a lot of bills, you could put them in there and save up for your trip to go on that nice Star Wars cruiser. Oh wait, you can't anymore. That's closed now down in Orlando. Oh well, you missed the opportunity for that one. Once again, made out of ceramic, and kind of an interesting little bank there. Well, there we have it. The various Zak banks that I have in my collection so far. What do you think of them? Leave a comment and let me know. And of course, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed what you've seen here. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and hit that notifications bell so that you're notified when new videos come out. Well, until next time, may the Force be with you, and keep those credits safe.